We're turning now to our top story of two shootings at Sunday's 9 Second Line.
Yeah, police say they're unsure if the two incidents are related, but as Alyssa Curtis reports, they do know they want to bring the people responsible to justice.
In the sunshine of Monday morning lie reminders of the tragedy that happened barely 24 hours before.
We do have leads, and we will find the perpetrators.
A joyous display of New Orleans culture at the 9 Second Line turned deadly.
We had two different incidents.
It was here near City Trends where the first set of shots were fired at around 3:30 Sunday afternoon, and today there's still evidence of some of those injuries sustained with blood splattered across this parking lot.
We know there were two ballistics, two different weapons.
During the first incident, 10 people were injured and there were no deaths. Then about 45 minutes later and about a mile up the road, a second set of shots went off here on the Almanaster Avenue Bridge. And again, you can still see the crime scene tape.
We do not know that they are related.
At the second location, one person was injured, two others were killed. NOPD says the second line was well patrolled with about 100 officers, but still.
They were working this particular second line, and yet the tragedy still occurred.
Leaders say part of the issue possibly
there were a lot of people out there with guns.
But with new gun laws across the state, NOPD Superintendent Ann Kirkpatrick says it becomes harder to prevent deadly crime in a large crowd.
New Orleans is unique, and we have no business with guns at a parade or in our entertainment areas at all. The risks are too high.
Monday afternoon, Attorney General Liz Murrill pushed back on that sentiment, saying in part, quote, "Since when do violent criminals who shoot multiple people follow our laws? I wouldn't classify them as responsible gun owners." While NOPD searches for the people responsible, they want to make sure the tragedy doesn't take away from the beauty of our culture.
Second lines are a wonderful culture of this city and will continue to be so. But we have got to work together with the community to prevent any potential for violence.
Alyssa Curtis, WWL Louisiana.
Officials say they're frustrated with the lack of tips in the two cases, and if you have videos of either of those shootings, they would like to see them. You can send them to them by calling Crime Stoppers or by visiting Crime Stoppers online at crimestoppersgno.org. There's a form on the website right there where you can send anonymous tips and you could claim a cash reward.
And members of 9 Times are heartbroken over the sad turn of events. They said this is the first time in their 26-year history a shooting occurred while they were still parading down the street. The so-called 9th Ward Holiday Second Line is meant to bring New Orleanians past and present together. They want to reconnect and have a good time. Gerald Plattenberg is one of the original members of the organization.
It was an unfortunate thing that took place. I mean, we've been doing this for 26 plus years, and it's just a shame. We had a lot of people come in, a lot of family. We do it for the neighborhood, and it's just a shame that people would take what you try to do for good and make it something bad, and it was heartbreaking, you know.
Well, Plattenberg told us on behalf of the 9 Times organization, condolences go out to the families of the shooting victims. He hopes police catch those responsible for the violence. Investigators have mentioned a vehicle that might be connected to one of the shootings, but they have not provided any other details on that just yet, saying the investigation is ongoing. You can find all the latest updates on our website, our free smartphone app, as well as our social media pages.